welcome back to the Mr. Excel netcast. I'm Bill Jellin. Today we have a question sent in by Rod. Rod's from Cincinnati. He's using a trick all the way back from podcast 470, where Zack showed us how to basically create Greenbar formatting using conditional formatting. Now, Rod says this works great until I turn on the auto filter and filter to some certain value. For example, in his case, he was saying, I only want where things are greater than 0. We have a few items that are not offered in certain locations, and so when I filter those out, what we're getting is, like here, there was a 0 row between row 9 and 11 that has been hidden, and now the Greenbar formatting isn't working perfectly because I'm having some rows that are now adjacent to each other. And so I thought about this, and there's an interesting feature with the subtotal function. The subtotal function normally is added by the automatic subtotal command, but it has the amazing ability that it will ignore rows that are hidden by the autofilter. So I came over here in column D and added a new column called count. And basically what the count does is it says, hey, we're going to count everything from cell C $1, that way we always start at 1, down to this column, but we're going to use the subtotal function to count. So that's subtotal open parentheses 2. And basically it just puts in the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you'll notice that if I turn on the autofilter, data filter, autofilter, and then ask for just where the cost is greater than 0, click OK, that the data is now renumbered. So here, between row 9 and 11, where there is a row hidden, we do successfully go from 8 to 9. Now it's just a matter of using Zack's trick. So let's do data filter show all to bring everything back. We'll use Zack's trick to apply a conditional formatting. I'll select all of those cells. I'll notice that A2 is the active cell. We'll use format conditional formatting and say the formula is equal mod of, in this case, D2. I want to make sure we always point to D, so I put a $sign before that. D2 comma 2. The mod function basically divides that number 1, 2, 3, 4 by the number 2 and gives us the remainder. So we're either going to get a 0 or a 1. I'll ask for where it's equal to a 1 and then apply a format, maybe a green. Click OK. Click OK. And now we have perfect Greenbar, but if we go through and ask for just certain records, let me just ask for the 200s because it's easier, it will continue to format the Greenbar perfectly because it's based on this column D. Now, of course, we get hide column D, and it still continues to work. The fact that it's hidden by format column hide doesn't affect the subtotal function. It just affects the rows hidden by the autofiller. So, Rod, great question. Thanks for sending it in, and thanks to you for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another netcast from Mr. Excel.